Hello, everybody. Welcome to Scotty's Side. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Before we get into it, I hate to have to do this, but most of you that are watching are not subscribed. Please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. What do we got here? We got I almost said movie. A video from Heidi and Jen. How to find a partner using 3 simple steps from a Gen Z wife. Very small channel. Got about 200 views. Let's check it out. Make sure we're at 1 point. We'll go 1.2. We'll go 1.5. Let's do that. And go.
A recent study showed that roughly 8 out of 10 members of Gen Z experienced intense feelings of loneliness in the past year. And a study from 2024 showed that 44% of Gen Z males had never had any relationship experience, period. I'm Heidi, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to find your future spouse as a married Gen Z woman.
I therefore pronounce that you are husband and wife. So Quentin, you may kiss your bride.
That was delayed. Wow.
Step number 1 when you're looking for any kind of a serious relationship.
Okay, real quick. It's not me. She's only got audio coming out of one side. So that's her video, guys.
Is to do self-reflection. Are you the kind of person you're looking for is looking for? If you're looking for someone who has conservative family values, are you someone who has conservative family values? Are you looking for someone who's maybe more liberal? Are you liberal? Like, these things are very important.
Yes, they
If
are.
you're looking for someone who's traditional, say you're a guy, you want a woman who's going to be a housewife, who's going to cook and clean. Okay, are you then willing to be the sole breadwinner, to work extra hours at work so that she can spend more time at home to cook and clean? A big thing to take into consideration is your dating range.
Well, I mean, does he have to be the sole bitch? You can have a part-time job. Get yourself a part-time job. Bring in some money. You know, it's very difficult in the landscape of the modern day for one income to be able to provide for the entire household. Almost impossible today. Very, 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 very difficult to do. Now, cleaning a house or whatever, first of all, you don't have to clean every fucking day. Second of all, it only gets dirty unless you don't pick up after yourself. And then third, it doesn't take that long to clean. What, an hour? 2? Dishwasher does the dishes for you. Laundry, the washer and dryer does all that work for you. Okay? It shouldn't take you that long to fucking clean a house. You can go work the rest of that day. Be useful. Don't just sit around eating bonbons.
Or attractiveness scale, so to speak. So one thing that I would say is try to date within your range. So if you're looking for someone who's an 8 out of 10, for example, are you an 8 out of 10? And if not, like, there are so many things you can do to make yourself more attractive. And some people will be like, oh, I'm just, like, ugly. You can make yourself more attractive. Like, here's just a few things that anyone can do to become more attractive. Number 1, clothes. What you wear can make such a big difference. Mm-hmm. If you're wearing sweatpants all the time, there are some people who find that attractive, but a lot of people find that to be...
If you're just listening, there's some words here. It says, for ladies, if you want to be perceived as more feminine, maybe wear dresses when it's practical. Yeah, you know, that's a fucking thought, huh?
When you're outside of the home. Like, don't get me wrong, wear sweatpants at home all you want. They're comfy, I get it. But when you're going out into public...
No. See? It's already... No. We don't want to see you in those ratty-ass fucking sweatpants that you've had since high school. We don't... It's not attractive. It's not. And some guys don't care. Some, really. Some guys are like, I don't care. Wear your baggy shirt and a sweater. Because for guys, they're still going to see you as hot. Right? But some guys aren't like that. Some guys are like, I don't want to see you in the ratty ass shit like that. Like, put yourself together. Come on, man. So I don't 100% agree with her there.
That just shows people that maybe you don't care that much about your appearance.
Yep.
Number 2, weight. Are you overweight? Genuine question. And if you are, your dating pool is probably mostly going to be overweight too. There are some like skinny or average
It said, if you're okay with that, it's fine. There were some
weight people who like bigger people, but
there.
generally speaking, people who are slimmer are so in part, anyways, because they care about their health, and they're going to want someone who also cares about their health. So if you are overweight, take that into consideration. If you don't want to date someone who's overweight, maybe try to lose some of that weight. Diet and exercise, baby.
One thing she mentioned earlier was like if you're an 8, like that's what you could get. Like you're dating within your area there. Well, for guys, we could be a 5. We could be an average guy, but we can make up for that in other areas if you have some kind of like social credit or money. Guys, we can make up for that. If men and women are different, we'll just say it that way. You know, women, it's all about the looks. It's all going to be how you're perceived. Now, looks will only get you so far, but looks get you seen by men that you're going to want. So take that in consideration. She needs to talk
huge
about
one,
that.
especially for men. Like for the guys who say, "Oh, I can't get any girls because I'm only under 6 feet tall." Well, guess what? My husband's 5'8", and we're married. So you cannot just use that as an excuse.
She's probably not like this, but how many people have you been with before your husband? Are you settling? I don't even know how old she is. Does it say down here? Let's see. No, it doesn't say how old she is. I don't know. She looks like she's in her 20s, right? You know, she's an average girl to me. So she got with an average guy, which is good. But I'm just wondering how much she's been
You
ran
can
through.
overcome that, which is the good thing. But you have to be confident. And I've heard some people say, "Well, how am I supposed to be confident with the opposite sex when I don't have any experience with the opposite sex?" But the fact is, if you are confident in other aspects of your life, if you become more confident in your work, if you become more confident amongst your peers, that confidence will translate, at least in part, to your relationship with the opposite sex.
That's
so
true.
It's not just like,
I'll
oh,
that.
I can't become confident because I can't date, and I can't date because I'm not confident. Like, you can get confident in other ways.
Right.
All right, the next one, I'm dividing into 2 sides. For the guys, muscles. For the girls, makeup. Now, some guys are into muscular women, but they tend to be more so into just healthy women. Now, that doesn't mean don't get any muscles, but maybe don't, like, overbuild them. Because, like, some...
Yes, most guys do not want waifus. Have you heard of this, guys? Waifus. WHEYFUS. Waifus. Very strong, very muscular, very obviously taking them roids type of girls. Personally, grosses me out. No thanks. I like fit, absolutely. But like jacked, that kind of thing. Ooh, yeah, no. Way too masculine for me.
Muscles, yeah, sure. That's fine. That's next to nothing. But you know what I mean. But just a little bit of makeup. Not a lot. Most guys, again, it varies. Some guys like a lot, but you don't have to do a lot. But maybe just enough to kind of make you stand out just a little bit. And for guys, muscles. It's attractive. It really is. Like, again, you don't need to be some, like, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You don't need to be a bodybuilder. But just having, like, it's not that hard for a young guy to have defined muscles. And it is really attractive.
Where to look?
Okay, so we've done our self-reflection. We have been working on ourselves. We've been making ourselves as attractive to the type of people that we are looking for as we can. Now we move on to step number 2, where to look. And again, this is highly dependent on what type of person you're looking for. But generally speaking, when you're looking for a spouse, bars, clubs, just not really the greatest places to be looking.
Yeah.
And if you're going to look on a dating app, maybe don't go on one that's known for being a hookup app. I would actually recommend, if you want to use a dating app, to use Match.com. Not sponsored, obviously. I recommend that because that is actually where I met my husband. And I know other people who have met on Match as well. But if you want to meet in person, that's awesome. Love that for you. I
recommend staying off of dating sites, apps, everything, all together 100%. You know, hey, maybe she's the exception to the rule. She knows people, great, anecdotal, but I would not get on those fucking
recommend
things.
if you're more conservative, maybe
Gross.
try to meet someone at church. You could meet somebody at the workplace.
Churches are going
at
out
least your
to
working
shit.
common. You could maybe meet somebody at a sporting event. That if you play sports, that's a great way to put yourself out there, because if you meet somebody, you know that they at the very least like that same sport as you. So I actually know one of my friends, she met her husband playing volleyball because they both love playing volleyball. Okay, so during this time while you're trying to meet someone, just constantly be working on making yourself better. Go through that step 1 of self-reflection and improving yourself this entire time. A little anecdote from my own experience. When I was looking for my future husband, the year leading up to when I actually met Quentin, I was overweight. I was about 25 pounds over what I should have weighed. And in that year, I lost 15 pounds because I knew that I wanted somebody who was physically fit and healthy, and I wanted that person to want that in me too. But then I needed to be what I wanted them to want. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Looking at this picture right here, you've gained a lot of that weight back, girl. Jeez. You look great for your wedding. Did you have kids?
You did meet
She might have
somebody,
had kids.
whether it be on Match or at church or at work or at a
Still,
sporting event or
I don't know.
whatever. So you have met this person and you've gone on a date, and you feel awkward, quite awkward. You feel uncomfortable. Don't give up. I heard something while I was looking for my, at the time, future husband that really made me stop and think, and this was great advice. When you're dating someone, if it's not a no, it's a yes for now. And what I mean by that is, if they do something or say something that's like a deal breaker for you, for instance, smoking, that would be one for me. So if I was on a date with Quentin, my husband, and he had told me he smoked, I would have had to be like, no, this can't go anywhere, we're done. After our first date, and I have since told him this, I felt so awkward and uncomfortable. I didn't know if I wanted to continue the relationship. But because there wasn't a deal breaker, there wasn't a no, I decided, you know what? I'm going to let myself be uncomfortable. And I'm going to keep trying. And there could have been, on a later date, no, and then that would have been it. But there wasn't. And if I had given into those feelings of being uncomfortable and just wanting to, like, pull myself back into, like, my safe zone at the beginning, like, I wouldn't be where I am today. And that would just be so sad.
You know, I got to give her props there, because from what I see and hear on a lot of these other, you know, modern dating in your 30s videos, is the bitches, unlike her, would have like translated that into, oh, he gave me the ick. He did this and this was an ick. She had an ick, right? But she was smart and she used some logic and went, okay, hold on. This isn't like a deal breaker thing. See, she did it correctly. She stopped. She didn't react purely on emotion, and she thought about it for a minute and was like, okay, it's not a deal breaker. I'm going to keep going with this and see how it runs, how it plays out. So props to her for that.
So in summary, self-reflect, make sure you're looking in the right places, and give them a chance. Don't remember, relationships are not.
So it says, especially at the beginning, they get more comfortable as you get to know the other person. I mean, isn't all this just a given? Is it just me? Do people, is that how it is nowadays? I don't know, man. I haven't dated in forever, so it beats the fuck out of me.
They're hard, but they're so
Hard.
worth it if you give it a chance to just grow and to grow together with the other person. And honestly, if you do all of these 3 steps that I've given you here, I can almost, not quite, but almost guarantee you will find someone within like the next 5 years.
5 years? Wow. That's fantastic. Well, good on you, girl. If you've found what you're looking for and you're happy and he's happy, awesome. And I mean that. If the marriage is going great, you're doing well, fuck yeah. We need more of that in society. We need more good, stable, strong, healthy families like this. So, props to you. Let's see. Let's look at we got 4 comments. You gave it to us straight, and I appreciate that. Oh, good hygiene is so important and often overlooked. That's very true. Even for you, ladies. And a good haircut for a man makes a world of difference. I don't cut my hair. I shave this shit off the side. That's my haircut. Good advice. One quibble. 99% plus of women don't have the genetics to put on an unattractive amount of muscle. Women can and should lift heavy. I agree. It's very important for muscle and bone health later in life. It also makes women more attractive in the present. I agree 100% with that statement. And yeah, you don't need to be all She-Hulked out. So, what do you guys think? She had some decent points, but she's still, a female. So she's still, I don't know, still working off some emotion there. But mostly good stuff, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Take care of yourselves, guys. Take care of each other. I'll see you in the next one. I love you all. Bye now.